Thanasis recently asked on Talk Graphics about joining thousands of lines to a whole shape. This is a method that might work, but I very much work with thousands of shapes, but he gave the example of this simple shape here that consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines with very small gaps between them, and what he wanted to do is be able to join those lines automatically rather than having to get hold of the node of each one and pull them across to end up with a shape like that. So I'll drop that down. I've imported his example image into Xara, and on a layer above it I've reproduced that shape with the gaps. If I drag select over that, you can see it's got 5 lines, and just so you know the separate lines, I've given them separate colours. Okay, I'll just hide that original layer now. This is one method that will work, but I doubt it would work on a line with 5,000 shapes. So you've got 5 lines of 2 pixel width, and if I just zoom in here, you can see that there are gaps between them, and he says on his drawing the gaps are very, very slight, if not actually overlaying in lots of cases, I should imagine, with a CAD drawing. So the way I would go about this would be as follows. Firstly, I'll go arrange, convert line to shapes. So I've now got 5 shapes rather than 5 lines. Then I'll go into the contour tool, and up here I'll just put 1 pixel. If the gaps are very small, we'll just put 1 pixel, and I'll use a miter join and hit enter. 1 pixel, hit enter, and then hit inset path. I end up with 5 shapes, and if you notice, they've all changed to red now, but they are still 5 shapes. So I go arrange, combine shapes, add shapes. It now says I've got 1 shape. Go back to the contour tool, make the size 1 pixel, but this time instead of being, let's just zoom in a bit here, this time instead of being an external, I'll make it an internal, and hit the inset path. I'll zoom back out to the previous zoom. So now you've got 1 shape. If I go arrange, combine shapes, arrange, break shapes, I end up with, it's holding it to it. It's got 1 shape. But if I just click on yellow and go Control F forward, you can see there's actually 2 shapes there. 2 shapes. If I just select the back shape and delete it, you're left with that 1 shape. I can give that a line color, increase the line color to 4 pixels, change the fill color to whatever I want. So that's a way of quickly converting lines and adding lines, creating shapes with them when they've got gaps, especially if very small gaps. But as I say, I very much doubt that would work if you're working on a CAD drawing, because when it comes to the break shape part, that becomes a very difficult part. But without the CAD file that he's working with, I couldn't say whether that would work or not work. Anyway, this is Egg. I hope this helped. All the best. Cheers. Bye.